Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Murray. It's caught. This is White. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got White here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tight end right. We got 4. Check 9. Flare. Check it out, read. Check 52.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards.
First down, Arizona.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, check
24. Murray now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They give to Johnson going right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time?
Lamar Miller, he's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. These two teams all tied after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Check. Fresno. Patch it. Here we go. New Mike 52. And Eddie Weber. Watch the ball. Slam. Watch the safety creep. Go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Slam. Here we go.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Crouch. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Three bud. Mike 52. I don't think you got it, son. No, 52, shut up.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Cut. Switch.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 48-yard line.
52's Will. 52's the mic. No game on this defense. Let's go. Kill.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. The 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 4.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
It's easy working. It's coming again.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Mike 52. Here it goes. Check nickel.
To throw on third down, Murray. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kevin White his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Lions take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Touchdown, Detroit! Lamar Miller on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Murray now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird.
Complete to Demir Bird. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 3, check 3. 25, check 25, check 81. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Here's Murray from midfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there. And it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Let's go now. Stay with your man. Shit. Jumping. Watch twist. Kill. Jackson.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Henry, charge. Lucky. Go, get him, you got him.
Murray to air it out again. He hits White, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Mike 52. Slant.
On 1st and 10, Murray going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Touchdown, Arizona. Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gostkowski the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's 4th down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Watch the screen.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 50. Check 50.
Lamar Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's it. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And that'll set them back 5. Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
50-50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, he's going to go for it all. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 21-yard line.
Topper! Back! Libra!
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. You gonna see me in your You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Mike 52. 66. Pull it. Half. Shoot.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hold on. I got it. Anyway.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Kill.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to White. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch it. SOS.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
36.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Coming to you.
From the gun, Murray. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 52. Hey, Mike 52. Let's go.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's flushed out, and he will score. touchdown Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around.
Hey, exit.
From the 27, Stafford. Jones has it, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Stafford now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this is caught by Kurz. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now it's Miller, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 70! Smith!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Alert! 58, right? Go! Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here we go. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. You rush. Hey! 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go one more.
They snap it to Stanford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go. Time to end him. 52. 81. Pick it up. Kill. Showing it. Pick the edge. Go.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cardinals, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.